Today, just such a huge range in conditions. Take a look at places like Jaffrey that saw 3/4 of an inch of rainfall, stuck in the 40s yesterday, and then compare that to places like Nantucket, completely bone dry. We had less than 1/10 of an inch in Plymouth, so really the focus of the rain was northwest yesterday in terms of the heaviest rainfall. Now we're looking at our radar here. We did have some overnight showers that were impressive in spots. A little bit of a lull right now with our next batch of showers out to the west. So if you're in Orange, stretching down towards Springfield, you're already feeling the influence of that. Down toward Nantucket, we have the last of the showers and thunderstorms moving through. That impacted us overnight. This is something that we'll be watching here, the stretch of showers that moves all the way down toward New Jersey. So that's going to continue to track northeastward and bring our next batch of showers as we travel through the next few hours here. That's why the morning will feature hit or miss showers, perhaps even a few rumbles of thunder before we start to improve. 40s northwest of Boston, from 95 southeast, we're in the 50s, 64 for Nantucket right now, so a little warmer on the island. We'll see those mid 60s down towards southeastern Massachusetts, but you could see as you move northwest, we're still cool for today, low to mid 50s expected. 12-hour forecast, not a washout for Boston, but clouds stick around and are stubborn for most of today. Highest rain chances this morning. May see a drop or two this afternoon, but notice how we trend drier with even some slivers of sun late in the day. So here's our timeline. The showers that right now are out to the west, stretching through New Jersey, that's going to continue to shift eastward. So by 7 a.m., we will turn wetter, especially through Metro West and moving out through Worcester County. This is paused at 10 a.m. At that point, eastern Massachusetts, you see more in the way of showers here. And then we get a nice little lull as we approach noon, 1 o'clock. A little bit of a break in the action with more dry times this afternoon. Hit or miss showers will redevelop in the late afternoon hours, but notice how it falls apart as it shifts toward the coastline. So that means I think the rest of the late afternoon and evening should be dry for especially the coastline in eastern Massachusetts, setting us up for a dry and cool night ahead, a clear night too, as we fall down to the 30s, feeling even colder due to a gusty wind. And that gusty Monday morning to you. For those of you that are off today, of course, many of us wondering when the rain will come to an end. We'll be tracking on and off showers for much of today. It is our wettest day of the work week, though. As you can see, we're in for a dry trend for much of the days ahead. We have area of low pressure just to our northeast, and this disturbance that's cutting through, triggering these showers. We had a few thunderstorms at times, weak at that. We'll be watching for hit or miss showers for much of the day with clouds sticking around. But I do expect we'll see more dry times in between the showers this afternoon, and even a few slivers of sun by late afternoon into the early evening. So some signs of improvement, although we don't completely dry out and clear out until later tonight. We're going to top out in the 50s as you move northwest of Boston, even a few spots in the upper 40s. Boston just about 60, and you'll see those low to mid 60s stretching down toward Cape Cod Island. So a little bit of a range in our temperature outlook here. As we start to see more in the way of dry times, the wind will be picking up, and especially as we move past sunset, wind gusts approaching 20 to 25 miles per hour, something that will stick around overnight into tomorrow as well. Our 10 o'clock outlook here, likely some hit or miss showers in place. We should see a lull to start off the afternoon, but we have a few more showers we'll be tracking late in the afternoon to the early evening. You can see it's not a widespread wall of rain here, so dry breaks in between, which you can see as early as 5 o'clock will feature some breaks of sun. So it will start to look a little bit brighter in our area before we dry out by 8, 9 o'clock tonight. We're dropping down to the 30s for most of the suburbs, so it's a real chill as we kick off your Tuesday. Downtown Boston, 40 degrees. And with the wind staying gusty, it's going to feel even cooler. Afternoon highs in the mid 50s. Tuesday, Wednesday will feel like the 40s in a few spots. We start to moderate as we move toward later in the week. This year's 7-day forecast would just include some wind chill factors below freezing for your Tuesday morning. Take a look at this. We're down to about 27 with the feel like temperature in Worcester, feeling like it's down to about 31 in Fitchburg. Afternoon temperatures will feel like the 40s moving northwest of Boston, whereas as you move from Boston southeast, it'll feel like the low to mid 50s. So overall, the trend here is for us to stay cool, and the morning temperatures even colder. We'll start to moderate by